Yeah, you do that, Kazuha. Alright. Let's meet this interestingly named person. Though I don't understand it in the least, I still think it's amazing. Just watching her stand there singing, or sing while walking around, or sing while sitting, and then sing while she lifts her head and slowly lets it fall, all the while ceaselessly singing. I really don't know just what kind of magical powers that old lady has. Babbling, chanting, singing, reciting and crying. I haven't got a clue what she's saying, but it's amazing. Little Mao, can you understand?
Ah, that's just how opera singing is. And weren't there fight scenes later? There was that old dude who could do 88 flips and tricks, riveting stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's a shame I don't understand a thing. A whole bunch of people fighting and jumping all over the place, all super flashy and such. One-on-one, several all fighting each other, 5 or 6 taking turns. It's just almost addictive.
Hello, we're looking for a technician from Fontaine. Chief Luau and Grandpa Lu said, what was that name they gave us again?
Oat Moon Tani? What? What? I think it's a pun. Like a portmanteau. What's that? Oh gosh, I know what it's trying to. I know the pun that it's like a portmanteau, because a portmanteau, yes. I don't know if it's trying to be that or if it's hot montage. hot montage. I don't know how to pronounce that. French is scary. Yep, sounds like Grandpa Lou sent you all right. You can just call me whatever that name is. I'm gonna call her... what am I gonna call her? I think you were hexed. I'm gonna call her... Why? How do you... Because it's... Okay, we're gonna see how Google French says to pronounce that. Google French, how do you say this? French. High mountain is what it's. Oh, hold on. I have to listen. Montagne. We're just gonna call her Mountain. This is Mountain. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I am one who comes in the... I like that I could just say this at every turn. Oh, I'll have you know, I'm an honorary senior researcher.
Seriously? Is that really the moment to be comparing? Anyway, she's Fox and Paimon's Paimon. It was Grandpa Lou who sent us looking for you.
Huh, so you're colleagues from the Institute. Excellent. Looks like you guys couldn't stand that hopeless wreck of an organization either. It did explode several times.
Miss Fox, Miss Paimon, hello. I'm Little Mao, a friend of Mountain's. See, he calls her Mountain too!
I predicted it! How did I know? We're gonna call her Mountain because he calls her Mountain and because it's easier to say. Yes, that's what my name means. Hot Montang, Hot Montanu. Can be a little bit hard to pronounce, so I asked Little Mao to just call me that. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Really? Quite the interesting pair. How did you two meet?
It was quite fortuitous. Last year I went to the mountains in the south for a spell and got lost in the fog. A huge beast the size of a Cal Itinet Luis, which is like one of the Gardamex, was glaring at me, and I thought I was done for. But just then, a little kid suddenly shouted at me. I followed the sound through the mist and got out, and was saved. Otherwise, I would have been eaten, just like that, and my family in Fontaine wouldn't have been able to claim compensation on my account.
I know more about what goes on in the mountains than the grown-ups. Is that so? You're amazing, little Mal.
We're here about the tea cauldron.
All right, got it. I'll be there in a jiffy.
All the shows here are just too good. I ended up watching several, one right after the other. Now my legs have fallen asleep, but I just can't understand a word. What sort of stories are they telling? Hi, Coops.
It's about how way back when a huge carp and a monster from the mountains fought. You kill me, I kill you story. In the end, everyone dies.
Well, that's a pretty concise summary. But don't talk about killing and dying so much, little Mal. If you think about that kind of stuff too often, you might become the villain when you grow up. Since these in Qiaoying village are waiting on me, it's time to go. See you later.
Let's go watch the shows here again when you're about to head back to Fontaine.
Bye. How are you doing?
Okay, now that we've solved the puzzle, we can get back to business. Little Mal, how about you? What are you two going to do? To be honest, we're not quite sure how to explain it. The water and the soil in Chinyu Vale are kind of out of whack, and we need to cure them for everything in Chinyu Vale to get better. I get it. Miss Paimon is trying to say that we need to restore nature?
Hey, that's right! You're really amazing, little Mal, to have deduced this from saying that the soil and the water need to be better, which are currently part of nature. Restoring nature, you say? Did someone talk to you about that?
That's right. A friend who's always taking care of me told me. She wants to restore nature too. If we restore nature, everything will get better. So I want to help too.
I bet he's talking about the cat thing.
She also told me about you two. Oh, so you've seen her too? Huh? You mean my friend? Of course. Silly Miss Paimon. How could we be friends if I'd never seen her? Fair point. That makes things easier. Actually, we want to... Paimon remembers we need to find the jade treasures in the water and then do some rain jade right. But even though we've come upstream, we still haven't found any clues. I know. Come with me. I'll show you where to look.
What? Is that really that easy? Little Mao, your friend wants to restore nature, right? Lumine, are you listening? Lumine is spacing out. She's like, huh? What? Yeah, she told me a lot such as stories from before Qiaoying Village became Qiaoying Village, how the tea trees came to be and more. She said that things will get worse and worse in Chinyu Vale if the natural order isn't restored. Oh, looks like we're on the same page then. Little Mao, you just said you knew where we could find leads, right? Yeah, before this spacey girl interrupted me. I don't know if it'll help, but when you mentioned jade treasures and rain jade and stuff, I thought of it. Come with me. Yep, let's go. She's just, Lumine, keep up. Completely ignores quest. Time to explore.
4 hours later.
Welcome everyone, back to more Genshin. This time, we're actually going to do the story. Because the first 5 hours of today was just me exploring. But that's how it usually goes. So yes, I'm going to try very hard to actually continue the story. But feel free to lurk if you would like. There are drops enabled, so if you just want to hang around for the primos, I appreciate your presence regardless. Alright. We need to find little Mao. He's down here somewhere. Here, over here. Over where? I do not see you, sir.
Whoa, slow down. Here we are. There's a cavern behind this waterfall. Try not to get soaked. You might catch a cold.
It's blocked off.
How about you give that adeptal energy a go, Fox?
Hiya. 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 How do I... Hiya.
Heh, now that's what I call an adventuring experience.
Oh.
You're amazing, Miss Fox.
Thanks, Lil Mao. 'Twas nothing. Oh, lizard.
There's more water in here than before. Maybe I'll have to swim in next time.
Lizard. Yes. Sorry, Little Mao. There's so many lizards. That's like 3 different species of lizards. Can I help you? Turtle. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want that rock off your back. Oh, can I move you onto the thing? Oh, that's smart. They need more things like that. Where I can just move the turtle where I need to be. Hold on. Well, that didn't work. It's so unruly. I can't figure out where it goes. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to continue the quest.
This is it. It's a clue I wanted to show you before. Right here.
Hey, this looks like the other one that I found.
What into that is that? It's so covered in moss that Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. Huh? There wasn't any moss there last time I came here. No need to worry, Little Mao. It's so humid in here, it's no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. There must be a way to clear it away.
I have fire. I have fire. Oh, or magic, I guess. Oh. Ooh. Oh, there's the jade. I found half of that.
Look, Fox, look! It's a scene of ancient people attending a festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals we have today, huh?
I like that pretty mountain, though. Although the grown-ups in the city and the village all say the Lord of Geo was the first to arrive in Chenyu Vale, I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here even earlier than he did. Ooh, lore.
People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river, and they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather, prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that the soil would be fertile. Based on what we previously discussed, I'm guessing that Chenyun Vale will only be fixed after we've found some jade that was thrown into the river in ancient times. That makes sense, doesn't it? Wow, you're so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you these stories?
That's first-class guide material. Can make her jealous.
Humph! Lao Mao's a local, so of course he understands this place better than Paimon. Yep, and everyone will be really blessed and live happily ever after and all that.
He's got weird face markings.
Huh, but I much prefer hearing her stories about ancient wars and battles. She told me that warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. The warriors of Chenyun Vale were covered in tattoos, and in these massive jade axes that could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. And the Mealith, led by none other than the Lord of Geo himself, were all even tougher. They clad themselves in suit of armor, weighed over 1,000 pounds, and fought with 100-pound spears. Apparently everyone was at war back then, so much so that the Bishui River turned crimson red. Later on, the mountains to the south became full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wander through the mountains might still be able to catch their singing on the wind. I think I've heard it. I don't think these stories are meant for kids. Yeah, it sounds terrifying. Mountain's right. You shouldn't dwell on this stuff all the time. Heh, there's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always say we're too young to hear them, then will turn us rotten and stuff like that. Well, but I'm old enough already. Hearing a story's not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't many adults still around who know the stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't have even known the stories about this picture. Okay, fine. I guess we'll move on. So, the grown-ups are right to say that those ancient people threw the jade into the river from somewhere high up. But where exactly? And where did all the jade float off to? Well, it must have sank to the bottom, right? It's not that simple. If it was thrown in somewhere upriver, and even if it sank in the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. Besides, I've never heard of talk of an ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Chenyun Vale is a small place after all. If there had been such rumors, everyone would have already known about them. You know so much. You're a future scholar material for sure. But what if I don't want to be a scholar? You don't earn much more. It sounds like no fun. Then become a traveler just like us. You also don't earn any more, but it's pretty fun. Seeing as we know the site of the Rain Jade right, what should we do next? Do we know? Let's somewhere high? High up. The watchtower at Yilong's Wharf pretty high up. I want to take another look around. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I haven't had time to explore the cave.
Yeah.
Look, there's a whole treasure chest over there that I wouldn't have gotten. And a bag. It's my secret base. I'm stealing from a child, apparently.
My friend will protect me.
I did that already. Lizard. It's like an altar, which is interesting. Where's that water flowing from? I guess wherever that is. Alright, now that I have sufficiently looked around, we may now leave. Though, can I investigate? No? Okay. Interesting. Yes, we shall go. I. Oh.
Look, from up here you can clearly see how the water moves faster through these narrows, then slows down again as the river widens out. The jade must have stopped there. We should find what we're looking for there. Wow, you are sure a real whiz kid. Paimon's been wondering though, what's that massive thing in the distance? That huge thing is a jade mouth, a legendary jade ring that an adeptus threw into the water.
Wow, really? I guess that's why the, whatchamadoodles, the Titans had to be so big.
Oh, but the river curves around there, so the current should actually speed up. So the rapid flow around the bend might have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank where it widens.
How old are you, little Mel?
So there's actually a good chance that jade is at the bottom of the river somewhere around Jade Mouth. Of course, that's assuming that, of course, the river hasn't been artificially altered. Humans. Not to mention, there's a fisherman's legend that goes something like, "Jade shall rise from sunken mouth," or something like that. Anyway, let's go over and take a look around first. Compared to little Mal, Paimon feels like she's completely out of her depth. It's just because my friend is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about mountains. She taught me loads too.
That's how I learned so much. You just need better friends. As the young lady, I am most disappointed.
Fox, has the rarefied mountain air or miasma gone to your head or something? Or does the adeptal energy you use have side effects? You're behaving pretty strangely.
I am the young lady.
Whatever the case, let's go down and get on a bamboo raft. I can fly. Hoo yeah! Jade Mouth, here we come.
there's a bamboo raft. Is that for me? I'll take it. Is that little Mao? Oh, thanks, bud. Okay, bye. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not... If you're here sightseeing, there's not many locals who'll head that way. I thought the boat was, like, leaving without us. I didn't say continue talking. Mr. Boatman, are there any stories about the Jade Mouth I haven't heard before? I don't have it on autoplay. I don't have it on autoplay. Knowing you and how much you love your stories, kiddo, you must have heard them by now.
Tell me more! Tell me more!
Alright then. I've heard it mentioned that Jade Mouth was left behind by Rex Lapis when he marched around through here to save people. Legend has it to prevent a naval advance from downstream. The local adepti... Oh, now you're letting me wait?
You're making it up as you go again, Gramps. There's no way that Liwei's navy came up this river. I've heard that the Jade Mouth was formed by a piece of jade left behind by a giant carp. In those days, a baddie god tried to redirect the river to drown the Mealis stationed on both of the banks of Chinyu Vale. But a giant white snake and a giant carp, who were her subordinates, disobeyed her orders. The giant white snake, whatever happened, they threw the jade she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since, there's no more floods, and everyone can live peaceful lives on both sides of the river.
I wonder if the giant white snake is Big White Snake, Baiju, but small. You might understand a lot, kiddo, but you haven't seen much. Take a close look. There aren't any crops by this river. See, after it was pinned down by the jades, it's true that the river hasn't flooded, but it's also meant it hasn't been able to provide irrigation for crops. So that was once a giant... I don't like that I can't control. Such a river leaves no sustenance for the earth on its banks. Of course, it also means no people leading peaceful lives on both its sides.
Paimon gets it now, but did you just say that the Adepti were resisting the Lord of Geo, little Mao? That's how it was, all that time ago. Some people believe that the first Lord of all Liyue was Rex Lapis, but in Chinyu Vale, there are other gods and Adepti who protected our ancestors.
I see.
I heard Grandpa Lu say that the tea ceremony is actually for the Carp Adeptus who planted our first tea tree.
Do you mean Fujin?
Oh, but aren't there Adepti meant to be the baddies? They were serving under a baddie god after all. In some stories they were baddies, while in others they were goodies. But it was all such a long, long time ago, even the grown-ups don't remember much, so they always try to bluff me.
Talking about that friend of yours again. Such as supernatural beings beheld in our simple codes of right and wrong. As far as I'm concerned, they have all ever blessed or protected this land deserve our offering. All the forces.
There you go again.
Ha 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 ha. Alright then, time to get off. We're here.
Thanks, Gramps.
They say in unison.
We're here. This is the Jade Mouth.
I've already been here.
See that huge chunk of jade? The other pieces are massive. Whoever threw it down, Adeptus or not, must have been absolutely titanic.
Adepti in all shapes and sizes. They could be as tall as clouds or small enough to hide amongst a pool and leaf. Okay. I don't like that I can't control any of that conversation. How high am I trying to go? Hi, Levin. How's it going? I am back where I was before. It's so funny, like, having explored everywhere already. I'm like, I've already been here. Where do you want me to be? How high do you want me to be? like way up high? This music is very pretty. I'm not sure where it wants me to be. Because it says go lower, but then it at some point says go higher. What do you want from me? Oh, over there.
Well, here's the jade mouth, but how are we gonna find all that jade underwater? Ah, so that's how it is. The spring's cries ripples through the vales, the shrines depart from northeast shores. The heights and shallows in the southwest hide, sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal whirlpool that never churns, the beautiful jade concealed within. I've heard that somewhere. What's that little mouse singing about? Sounds pretty complicated. It's one of our local folk songs. I heard an old granny singing it as she was gathering herbs. It means if you look out from the center of the river to the banks on either side, you'll see 2 stone shrines hidden to the northeast and southwest. Those shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed. Paimon understood the last bit. So the jade is all hidden beneath the whirlpool? Yep, sounds like we're going treasure hunting. Hooray! But the area between the northeast and southwest is so huge! After all, in a broad sense, the northeast and southwest of Jademouth can include pretty much the whole world? You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon, but there's no need to worry. I already have an idea where the shrines will be because, well, my friend told me. Come on, let's go. I have a question.
Does anyone else think a giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be great?
Oh, yeah. Won't that mean that boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yilong Wharf? Oh, don't worry about it. My friend told me that once we're done what we need to do beneath, the whirlpool will disappear completely. Otherwise, how would all the old boatmen carry on making a living? Wow, so it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considerate one to boot. Let's get going then.
All right. Have I not? I guess I haven't done these already. I keep forgetting that like she's already in gliding mode when I start. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I see. Trying to, yep. I was already doing Adeptal Energy. Nice.
Well, guess that settles that.
Oh.
You're amazing. Even my friend couldn't do anything about the shrines. Ha, you got that right.
I don't even know if I've walked around here just because I cheated and flew everywhere. To the other side. Is there a faster way? There is. I was trying to fly out of that, but it didn't register. What are treasure hoarders?
これって散弾銃？ファイヤー！ま、岩元素なんだけどね。いや、これって散弾銃？相手を間違えたな。はっ、せい、はっ、や。千人のご高麗だ。チョック、15。これって散弾銃？わお。あと何発でしょう？
Oh, oh. I don't know what you're saying because there's a lot that's going on the screen. Oh, are they dead? Oh, lore. Oh, there it is. That's the thing that he just said. We found the 2 shrines. Oh, I've been here before. That's where I remember. That's where I remember this. This shrine wasn't here before. Wow, she's really was right about you. I don't know what was said because it went really fast. Oh, a viewpoint. Pelicans. Oh, back over there. Okay. Huh, we haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. What should we do next? How about giving that adeptal energy of yours a try, Fox? Sure, it's been the Deus Ex Machina to everything else. Where shall I use it? I didn't do anything? I don't... How do I use my adeptal energy? I don't... do I talk to you? How do I use my adept... Hiya! Hiya! Oh, hiya! It was too high, I didn't see it. Oh! Man, how much adeptal energy did she give me? Fujin just gave me like all of her energy. Ooh! Quick! The whirlpool has appeared, just like the song said. That's not what I wanted to do, and you know that. Down we go! Woohoo! Ow. A fish! Wow, and just like the legend says, there's a golden carp. Huh, it's you again, Adeptus Fujin. Fujin? This is fine now. Ah, dang it. Oh, dang it.
チョック15チョック
あと何発でしょう。ファイヤー。ま、岩元素なんだけどね。
風よ
愛ハックも借りなく
あと何発でしょう。あと何発でしょう。ファイヤー。
15チョック
This is
15
a very tiny space for a very big critter.
何発でしょう。
八方の風羽ばたかん
わお、ラッキー。
Jump so high. Oh, those shipwrecks.
さあ、早くしまって。
Let's follow the carp. Oh, what was that, Navia? What kind of jump was that? Oh, a waypoint. Ooh. The first of many hidden waypoints. Ooh. I know, follow the fishy. Oh, Fujin! Fox and Paimon, we meet again. And who might this be? Huh? You haven't met before? This is little Mal. He's helped us so much along the way. No, we haven't met before. But you must be a good child, little Mal.
Hello. Yes, that's me. Miss, are you an Adeptus? You are, aren't you?
Thanks for all that help you've given Fox and Paimon, little Mal.
It's really the legendary Fuchin in the flesh. I can't believe this. I've heard so many stories about you, and now I know you're not some kind of big slippery carp, but a lady instead, like a big sister.
A big carp? Honestly, what kind of stories have you been listening to, little Mal? Ahem. One is indeed an Adeptus, and as such can take forms as one pleases. This particular form seemed like the most approachable one for conversing with humans. From what you've said, you have a very unique scent, little Mal. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with red eyes and a fair complexion, perhaps? Oh, so it's not the tiger?
Not exactly, Big Sis Fujin. You're not talking about one of your other friends, are you? My friend from the mountains doesn't sparkle like you do, but she's also really cool. She's helped me tons and taught me loads.
So it was her after all.
So your friend was an Adeptus Fujin after all, huh? But Big Sis Fujin's my friend now too, isn't she?
Of course, little Mal. I'm delighted to have made friends with you.
Way to go!
Met another Adepti? As for whether little Mal's friend counts as an Adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, Adeptus is merely a title, and it's hard to say whether Adepti are even people. The word Adeptus is just like any other word, such as hero, villain, or idiot. No one is born an Adeptus, and no one shall remain an Adeptus forever.
That's true. So you've met that friend of little mouse that we were talking about, right?
Indeed. But it's been a long, long time since I last saw her. So now, I suspect that I don't know her half as well as little Mal does. I'm not even sure if I can still count her as a friend. According to what little Mal said, his friend wants to restore nature too. I would imagine so. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take the piece of votive rain jade I had originally hoped it would remain here. The same as it ever was, but I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so.
This rain jade that you just mentioned, did it rain down or make it rain or something?
Of course not. After the great changes in our geology, our The ancestors of the people of Chenyu Valley lost their ability to communicate with the heavens. Oh. And lost the guidance of emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight. Like the Sealies! She's talking about the Moon Sisters. She's talking about the Sealies. Henceforth they began to take jade, which glowed as gently as the light of the moon, and cast it into the river. As they did this, they would pray for good omens, for fertile land, for clement weather, and for the river banks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power until one day. Big Sis Fujin, what happened next? One day, the long war to become the gods who would reign over this world began. Afterward, this tradition lost all of its meaning. But though it was forgotten, its name is still passed down over generations. To cut a long story short, this piece of votive rain jade before us was the very last one to ever be thrown. Just as the part above the surface, when commanded by an adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood, its core, too, has been swollen by uncontrolled adeptal energy. Much of its power is dissipated into the surrounding area through the spirit veins. This power may also have affected the nearby flora and fauna, attracting and even making aberrations of them. You must be careful. What? As far as I can tell, the adeptal energy that has dissipated nearby should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive rain jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goal of nursing the water and soil back to health. How should I say this? Fox and Paimon, thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me, you know. And little Mao, will you help me too? Will you help out your big sis?
Of course, I want to restore nature too.
Is that so? Well, that's good. You're very smart, little Mao. You'll understand everything later. All right, then let us go our separate ways for now. Once you've retrieved the adeptal energy-filled votive rain jade, we'll meet again by the deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south. Oh, I know that one. Oh, are you gonna make it not cloudy?
The south. Got it. She's gone and disappeared again. Oh well, let's just do what Big Sis Fujin said and restore this voting rain jade's power. Speaking of which, what's it got to do with voting? See, you're not that much brighter than Paimon.
Votive. I don't even know what votive means.
It's so complicated. Though, since you mention it, what does votive even mean? And why is it called rain jade again? Exactly, what does it mean?
Okay, search for scattered something. Oh, the bell! Another bell.
Chile.
律流呪言律流
風の赴くままに
Oh.
Whoa, this is...
Oh. It was like filled with stuff until it wasn't. Monsters.
風の行く先を
直律流
Oh, is it dead? Good job. Condensed adeptal energy. There's a crane up there.
それ
It's gone. Oh, did it leave? Oh, it's a boar now. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the colors.
風の赴くままに呪言律令や
Ow.
風よ散れ
あと何発でしょう。
Oh, it's dead.
ヤッホー。
Why are there hilly trails here?
気をつけなさい。
There are sealies here too, says Little Mouth.
律令
気をつけなさい。
風を知れ
風よ千人のご高麗だちょっと
Oh, a lot of them.
律令
ローズクラッカー。
Oh,
スピラディロー
ow.
ス特注版よ。避けられる。はっほっ。いや、これってサンダーズ？はっ。
風の行く先を
散れ呪言直律令
I want to know more about them. Like where they came from. The big hilly trails. Oh, there are so many sealies! There are so many! There are so many!
Sealies. There's 3 of them. Do you guys often play with Sealies? Play together, yeah.
風の流れる
It's the
方
Three Moon Sisters. Wow, looks like the Sealies really like you guys.
Yeah, that's it.
Why is Paimon being so weird about it? What's the lore of the Sealies that she knows that I don't?
風の流れる方へ
Alright, time to get out the one usage for Amber.
それ
Alright, get in here. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, I don't have Lenny. I was like, there is another fire archer. I don't have it though. Oh, Amber. You've probably been like that for months. Huh?
ピュン。ウサギ伯爵出撃。
How do I...
風の赴くままに行こう
What's in the tube? Nothing. Oh. But it's down there. How do I get down there?
はっ風の流れる方へ
Okay, I understand now.
いいものばっかり。
Okay. Interesting. Oh.
That's finally over.
Farewell, Ember. Thank you for your service. Where did she go?
食料はきちんと用意しておるな。
Hit the wall. Oh.
風を知れ。
直律令。
So I need one more.
それ。
Oh. Like the bells. Oh, the boar, that's right.
Isa. いざ。風の行く先を。
直呪言律令。
How do I... yeah.
風よ。それ。
How do I get up there? Hello? Oh, it's large.
直律令呪言。風よ。
これって三段銃？ファイヤー！言わ
マイよ。行こう。
中風光雲エキス。
あと何発でしょう？これって三段銃？
直。
Get him.
いい感じ。せっと。
は風よ知れ。
あと何発でしょう？
There we go.
さあ、早くしまって。
Paimon wonders if this is enough energy. Whoa, so sudden! Sorry, Paimon. I don't have time for your questions. Oh, that's where I came from. Okay. Woohoo! Hello?
それ。
How do I get back there? I guess I will teleport. Ooh! Wow! The votive range aid, whatever Paimon said.
Huh, seems like the jade's starting to move.
That's right, but according to the story, the riverbed should have lots of other votive range aids. Why does Big Sis Fujin only want this one?
Look, it's shining, almost as if it's resonating with the adeptal energy of you, Fox.
It's of course because of me. Why don't you try using that power? How many times are we going to say that phrase? Ooh.
That should do it now. Whoa, awesome! It suddenly became small. Yeah, Paimon didn't think it could change size like that. Guess that's a millennia-old treasure for you. Just like you said, little Mal. They could be as tall as the clouds or small enough to hide amidst pool and leaf.
Well, looks like the vote of Rain Jade's in our hands now. You're so reliable, Fox. Hey, Paimon worked hard too by physically being here.
Miss Paimon's amazing. So you're gonna take us to that deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist in the south now, right? Clouds and mist. I think Chunyun Vale really does have places like that. But where? Tell us, little guide, and Paimon will take you there.
How would you do that?
Do you remember the place Mountain mentioned? The spot when we met? The place is super foggy, and I know of a secret cavern that leads there. Even the locals don't know about it.
I bet I've been in it.
It was my friend who showed me the way, and since you're my friend too, Paimon, I'll tell you all about it. What about me? She told me lots of stories, and quite a few of them are about Big Sis Fujin. Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours too. In fact, Paimon hopes we'll meet her on the way. Shall we go? Paimon's gonna take you all to the place you mentioned, little Mal.
I think I'm good. I like that they give you that option, though.
Wait. Huh? Why did Miss Little Mal disappear where we were looking?
Oop. I've definitely been in this cave.
A fox! Paimon! Eek! Mal, look Mal behind you!
Oh, there she is. She's so pretty. Wait, your friend, you say?
That's right. I told you before I had a lot of friends, didn't I? Well, it just happened to meet her. So I got a hold of her to introduce to you. Hello?
We're friends of Little Mouse.
She's Fox and Paimon's name's Paimon. She's afraid of strangers. I usually call her Bluey because I don't really know her name. Oh, don't worry about that. Fox and Paimon are great people. They've been accompanying me on my adventures. They're real experts in mountains and forests too.
I've seen. Answer me this one thing. Where did you gain the power to suppress nature?
Suppress nature? What do you mean?
Plants pursue the sunlight and fertile soil, creating fruit fit for the birds and beasts to consume. The digested seeds are scattered, and those which consume seed and fruit become bait for predators. Thus does everything return to the land. The snake hidden in the branches, the fish in the mountains, and the beasts of the forest. Traveling in the realm of nature is wonderful. So why have you come?
Oh, come on, Bluey. You don't have to be so fierce.
You raised two questions. My adeptal energy comes from Adeptus Fujin. Our goal is to nurse the soil and water in Chinyu Valley. Or Vale. And we need to help her rejuvenate the water and soil of Chinyu Vale.
Exactly. Something's off about Chinyu Vale's natural conditions, so Adeptus Fujin's enlisted our help. If we don't, well, the tea leaves in Chaoying village are gonna turn out worse and worse, and the village itself might decline. That's why she wanted us to perform the Rain Jade Rite, which will restore the area.
The Rain Jade Rite. I see. You have answered two of my questions. You may ask me two also.
Huh? Why do we have to do that?
Give and take. It is only natural. You have one more question.
No, wait! That one counted? Whatever. You ask, Fox.
Do you know? Yeah, I'd rather know about Fujin. Yes, I do know Fujin.
Basically, Adeptus Fujin has asked us to help nurse the soil and water in Chinyu Vale, so that the tea leaves in the village will cover.
The new tea leaves taste better. More like before. Huh?
More like, whoa, and just like that, she's gone. Don't worry about it, Paimon, she's like that. Sometimes when I'm not looking, she just vanishes into the shadow or the trees. Then at others, the sun might dazzle me, or the birds might call overhead, and there she is. In any case, guess we're all friends now. Nice. Yeah, your friend's pretty strange, little Mao. Is she? Well, for all you know, you're the one who might seem strange to others. I mean, not only can you use adeptal energy to make the moss disappear, but you can make the golden stone things appear and vanish, and even turn into a carp and fly around, like in the stories. After all, I'm none other than young lady of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. What? Huh? That said, Paimon couldn't have imagined that the friend you always spoke about was, well, monster seems a bit rude, and thing might be pretty offensive. That's right, your friend's so blue. No wonder you call her Bluey. That's not what I never told anyone. If the adults knew we were friends, they might lock me up.
You go to actual prison?
No, not like that. They just wouldn't let me go out, make me wash my face, and force me to read books. I wouldn't get to play in the mountains anymore. And that's why I've never told anyone. But you're my friends, so it's fine. Anyway, come with me. There's an awesome place I'd love to show you.
Okay. I've been here before. Yep, I have been here.
Look at this.
This is what I wanted to show you. Oh, hey! Now I can get rid of the moss. Ooh!
You're awesome, Fox. You pushed the moss back just like that, like you did with the smoky cloud. Still, that wasn't there yesterday. Is that what they call nature? Don't worry about it. Moss or hilly trails, just leave him all to Fox. Little Mal, what's this picture about? Originally, I didn't know either, but I figured it out today after hearing Big Sis Fujin's story. This must be the stuff that happened before the mural on Mount Lingmeng was made. See this? Long, long ago, people were able to talk to the gods and Adepti in the skies by talking to that big piece of jade in the middle. Huh. The emissary of the gods would lead them and protect them. See, that's gotta be the shiny golden person standing in the middle. I bet that was a super amazing person. But later, just like Big Sis Fujin said, something changed, and the people of Chinyu Vale lost their guiding emissary. They couldn't talk to the heavens any longer. That's how the Rain Jade Rite came about. Huh, your story does make sense. Thanks. What do you think, Fox?
You're a pretty bright spark, little... That's a distinct possibility.
Hehe. Come to think of it, our ancestors were pretty amazing themselves, huh? The jades they left us still had the power to restore nature. For something this old to still be so strong, the past must be in sweller time than the present, huh?
That's right. The world's been constantly in decline. No, the world marches onward. Leaving the accumulated detritus of the past in its wake. Wow, Lumine, calm down. What's that about, huh? What is that about? That is something.
Huh, that's a really cool thought. Very, very punk. I never thought of it that way. I like death. Paimon thinks that you're an amazing one too, little Mao. He's seen lots of ancient objects, puzzles, mysterious powers, and monsters in our time, but Paimon's never considered this stuff before. Heh. You know what? Not thinking about this stuff, it's all pretty awesome too. Really? I bet you're just like my big sister when you grow up, I bet you'll be just like big sister when you grow up, just having fun adventuring everywhere. Ooh, you have a big sister then? I think he was referring to Fujin? Well, we're not blood related, but she worked here in Chinyu Vale for a while. She'd go up to the mountains and run around the rivers, and I'd follow her. We discovered this little cave together. She said this cave is my Rubicon. Not that I know what that means. I wonder where she's off adventuring nowadays. Oh, I can't wait to receive my next letter from her. I bet it is Fujin. Yeah, this big sis of yours seems like an interesting person that probably is also the person that said to call you big sis. I know, right? Still, Big Sis Fujin needs our help, so let's continue on. Oh, there you all were. Oh, Fujin. Oh, there you all were. Oh, I was so worried. Wow, a golden carp! One was quite concerned that the swirling miasma and fierce beasts that roam might have caused you ill. But one sees it is not so, and that is good. Thanks to the adeptal energy you possess, Fox, one has been connected to the golden carp here, thus gaining the means to speak with you directly. Fox, Paimon, little Mao, please come with me. Did you see the bluey? She's so pretty. Whoa, this is super amazing, Fujin. Of course, before one such as trivial something, I guess. Uh-oh. 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 Oh.
風を知れ。はっ。
具現化せよ。呪言。
Oh god. I'm trying to stay with her.
It's just up ahead.
Oh, now they're both lit.
Much time has passed since I last emerged here. This was once a lively place, filled with the aroma of incense. Then the three of us could travel freely across the mountains and rivers. Yes, those days were like flowing water beneath the moon, dark yet sparkling, oh so bright. But enough reminiscing. Thanks to you all, I am now able to return here and host the Rain Jade Rite. So you're that person in the mural?
Oh.
Oh, I get it now. That person standing on the mountain hugging that egg. That was you, wasn't it?
Was that an egg?
An egg? Come now, little Mao. That was a precious jade. Casting Rain Jade is a ritual of great power. The votive Rain Jade can calm rivers, improve the weather, but it can also be a thing of death and slaughter. Only the thinnest line separates curses and the adeptal energies that have aided you up until now. That's why I must make sure that the rite does not fall into the hands of those who would do ill. That's why... Yes, that is correct. One was indeed the figure who hugged that egg in the mural. Huh. Big Sis Fujin, doesn't that make you pretty, ancient?
Why, yes. How astute of you. Still, I do like the name Big Sis. It does quite make me feel young. To right? Well, certainly. Even though if others title me as such, I am aware that I am hardly the equal of a true adepti like Mountain Shaper and the rest. I am, in truth, the weakest of my band of friends. I cannot make medicines to save others, nor can I bound across the mountains and plains. Even so, I cannot simply lay the title down. It would have done the people of Chen Yun Vale a disservice, I fear. Still, you may call me whatever you wish. After all, we have become friends, or so I would say. In any case, my days of being called an adeptus are now consigned to history, just like this place has been. Once the Rain Jade Rite has a day of great celebration, where we could commemorate the Year of Abundance, using laughter, firecracker battles, and beast dances to frighten the ill omens away. This must appear like naught but forgotten ruins to the modern mind. Well, not completely forgotten.
That's right. People in the Chaoying village told us there was this mighty Adeptus Fujin who defeated the demons and planted the first tea tree. Back on the bamboo raft, Grandpa Lou also mentioned the offerings of tea were to a certain carp adeptus. Wasn't there that opera sung in Yiling Wharf about the carp going around killing stuff? You're so awesome in those stories, Big Sis Fujin. Also, people still do the wushu dance, you know?
You said it yourself. The definition of an adeptus is...
Also, putting definitions aside, you're our friend, Fujin. You shouldn't be constantly fretting about the right and stuff. You should live happily, like we're companions on an adventure. That's right, we're on an adventure together.
Right. Yes, you're right. Thank you. That was well said. Indeed, I was the one who asked you all for help. It wouldn't do it all if I just continued wallowing in the past, now would it? In any case, I'll need your help to prepare for the rite itself. Have you encountered any sacred... I have. Those were ritual spirits often used by people in ancient times to protect their homes. They should be some nearby. Fox, Paimon, Little Mao, please help me put the simulacra in their proper places. I've already done it. That way we can restore the spirit veins using the Rain Jade Rite. Leave it to me. I will. I have faith in you. I did it so good, I did it already.
The sacred simulacra,
I guess. Thank you both. The vote of Rain Jade has been returned to its priest, and the statues have come back to their rightful places. The Rain Jade Rite is now ready to be performed.
But will Qinyun Vale really recover once you cast the Rain Jade in?
That's right. Things will get better for us, Little Mao. Nature, Jade, humans, all is divinely dictated. The changes in the land and water in Chinyu Vale, the malicious fog and the spirit veins, they are all essentially a sign of the earth moving against the flow of time.
Yeah, so that miasma-like thing is a manifestation of environmental disorder.
You know this, Paimon. It is the same in every single area. In Sumeru, in the chasm, in everywhere. It is the same. It is just different names. That's right. You can think of it like Qinyun Vale's attempt to, how to put it, return to nature. And what we intend to do here is to treat the land and soil and rid it of this sickness. After all, before humans left their caves and mountains to dominate the world and regulate nature, and before Qinyun Vale or Bishui River got those names, the land, mountains, and rivers had their own order, and it was run by dragons, and it was probably really cool. Even I sometimes miss the cool mountain streams and the great rivers that would ebb and flow with the seasons. I mean, I was once a mere fish that swam. But if we let nature seize control of its order once more, the people of Chinyu Vale will suffer and languish. I hope you can understand.
Yeah.
Hello, yes, Frenia, plot has happened. In that case. Ooh. Fish time? Oh. Uh-oh, Bluey. Bluey doesn't want that. Oh.
Huh? Did it work?
The thing in the fog just now. It seems I'm too feeble in my current state. Interesting.
Huh? We got the vote of range aid and we placed the Symmetra, but it still wasn't enough?
I'm very sorry. It's not your fault. I need more power to overcome this trial. Just as the adeptal energy in the votive range aid is dissipated into the spirit veins, so has my power also left me across the years.
Huh? Will you grow really big just like that jade?
Probably not.
Just think about it though. Super Adeptus Fujin, now 3 times the size. Well, is there any way we can restore your power?
The golden carp. Ah, Fox, you're wise indeed. Before you found a few golden carp, I could not even muster the strength to appear. Initially, I thought we just needed to gather all the ritual implements, and that would make up for the deficiency in my power. I was not entirely open with you before, but neither the present nor past me was anywhere near a match for the Adepti of the South. I feared you would consider me weak and unworthy of your help.
Gee, is that it?
Paimon thought you'd have something more important to say. Wow, Paimon.
There's no way we'd abandon or not make friends with you just because of that.
That I, the young lady, consider you a friend is not conditional on your status as an Adeptus.
Other than the whole young lady bit, Paimon wanted to say the same thing.
I don't know why she's stuck on this, but I'm going to choose it every time.
My friend told me lots of stories about you. In my mind, even though we just met, we're already friends. And I also want you to be happy, big sis.
All right. Thank you. All of you.
Well, that's more like it. So where should we start looking for these golden carp?
I believe you will have to go to Yaodi Valley. There will be a cavern where all the golden carp hidden within. I have probably also been there already.